The Volkswagen Golf GTI was not the first hot hatchback to hit the road, but the phenomenon of 1976 certainly set out the blueprint for success. Over the past 4 decades, the GTI has become the definitive car in its class, evolving with the times but retaining its fun-loving nature. Now in its 8th generation, this is the new Volkswagen Golf GTI. Before diving into our 5 things you need to know about the Mk8 Golf GTI, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the YesAuto channel for everything from the latest news to car reviews. The new Volkswagen Golf GTI is based upon the freshly launched Mk8 Golf. As this car carries the coveted letters G, T and I, it gets a more sporting design. Separating it from lesser Golfs are a set of distinctive 17-inch alloy wheels as standard, more assertive bodywork, roof spoiler and some rather unique daytime running lights. As you'd expect, the front fascia retains that traditional red pinstripe beneath the bonnet that identifies this GTI at a glance. The jury is out when it comes to the Mk8's design, with some people seeing it as a mature next step for the hot hatchback, while others feel it's lost some of its charm. Golf GTIs have always been the more understated hot hatchbacks of the bunch. No bad thing, as not everyone wants to advertise their car's performance. Yes, we're looking at you, Honda Civic Type R. Love it or hate it? Let us know what you think in the comments below. The GTI serves as a spicier alternative to more workaday variants of the Golf. It's more focused, more engaging and of course faster. The source of this car's turn of pace is the catchily named EA888 engine. Now for those who don't speak engine codes, a turbocharged 2-litre petrol unit lives under the bonnet, something that can be connected to the front wheels via a 6-speed manual or 7-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission. Power for this latest GTI is now 242 brake horsepower, which is identical to the faster GTI performance variant of the past generation. Now that's something that bodes well for when this car gets its own performance version in the near future. The new GTI will sprint from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 5.9 seconds when equipped with the DSG gearbox, a time that matches many rivals including the Renault Megane RS. The Golf also gets sportier suspension for greater body control through fast corners. McPherson struts and sophisticated multi-link rear suspension work alongside adaptive dampers to strike a balance between composure at speed and comfort when cruising. Its front brake discs have also grown to 340mm to help tame the model's newfound performance when necessary. While all of that go faster is what makes a GTI a GTI, this car's real talent is that it will happily serve as a family hatchback when you swap country roads for the school run. The interior retains all of the same proportions of a regular Golf, meaning that a pair of wide opening rear doors reveal a bench with good head and legroom for adults and children alike. Speaking of doors, the new Golf GTI can only be had as a practical 5-door this time around. That's good news for families, but disappointing for those seeking a sportier look. Opening the boot grants access to the same 380 litres of other Golf models, making this hot hatch perfect for trips to the supermarket, a reasonable sized pushchair and maybe even the family pet. The new Mk8 is packed full of technology that its predecessors could only dream of. The star of the show is a new 10.25-inch digital instrument cluster that comes standard with every GTI. While we do miss the classic analogue dials, this screen allows for more customization to ensure that you see the exact information you're after. Alongside that large display is the infotainment screen, 8.25 inches as standard, but you can also upgrade to a large 10-inch screen. Much of the switchgear has been absorbed by this central display, meaning there's less visual clutter around the cockpit. The downside of this arrangement is that usually key controls such as air conditioning is hidden deep inside menus, but thankfully Volkswagen has created some separate shortcut buttons. The new display looks great in the GTI's cabin, with the space also hosting a chunkier multi-function steering wheel, red mood lighting and a drive selector that looks suspiciously like the one found on a 992 Porsche 911. Today it seems like there's a new performance hatchback every 45 seconds, with some manufacturers never before associated with the breed having a crack of the whip. While vehicles such as the Hyundai i30N are brilliant, they do lack the pedigree of the Golf GTI. Those 3 letters tattooed on the back of a Volkswagen hatch really do mean something. There have been 8 incarnations of Golf GTI, with the original and Mark II being real collector's items today. The Mark III car put on a bit of weight and the Mark IV was not well received, but the successful Mark V was a real return to form for the illustrious nameplate. From there, these cars have become more capable, more comfortable, and fitted with more gadgets. Young pretenders have come and gone, but the GTI name has been a constant in the automotive landscape since its inception. Pricing has yet to be announced for the new Mk8 Golf GTI, but we'd expect it to cost around £33,000 when it hits showrooms later this year. It will likely be pricier than competition from Renault, Ford and Honda, but some buyers will be attracted to the more premium nature of the GTI. However, next to the equivalently priced Honda Civic Type R with 316 brake horsepower, the new Golf GTI does appear a princely sum. If this GTI follows in the footsteps of its forefathers, expect some excellent PCP finance deals, as it will likely hold its value better than its chief rivals. For more on the new Volkswagen Golf GTI or any of its competitors, head to YesAuto.com.